Joining him are the San Francisco and Denver team captains. The referee for today's game, Dick Jorgensen, will now conduct the coin toss ceremony.
San Francisco, you are the visiting team and will be calling the toss. This is the commemorative coin. This side is heads, this side is tails. This side is heads, this side is tails. Denver, who will be your spokesman? 54 will be the spokesman. Mr. Montana, would you please call the toss in the air? Willie Wood, will you represent your fellow inductees into the Hall of Fame and toss the coin? Go ahead and toss it, call it in the air. Tails is called. Heads and ends. You will receive. Which goal will defend that goal? Denver has won the toss. Will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
So we'll see John Elway and the Denver offense first. That has to encourage them already.
You know, anytime in a big game, I always like to lose the coin toss and let my defense go out there and play first.
Let's get a quick comment from the sideline and Will McDonough.
Yeah, Pat, I think the big thing down here so far is San Francisco out here is trying to pull a psych job. They've been quiet, understated, as if to say to Denver, listen, we're the champions, and this is no big deal. Now let's go to Irv Cross on the Denver bench.
Well, Earl Leggett, the defensive line coach of the Broncos, gave me a little insight to their game plan. He said, today we're going to be aggressive. We're going to attack. The only way to beat Montana is to get him out of this 1-2-3 rhythm. We've had great practice this week, and we're ready to put the heat on him. Pat, John?
All right, Irv. We thank you both. You like to be on defense, huh, John?
I think so. I always think in a big game, you don't have to get your guys pumped up. They're usually too pumped up. So if you're playing with a pumped-up group, you'd rather have your kickoff team playing and your defense first. Because I'll tell you, John Elway is so pumped up, and he is so strong that he could throw a 20-yard pass. He could throw it 50 yards the first time he throws it.
Well, Carrington and Bell will be back deep for the Broncos. And Mike Cofer will kick it off for the 49ers. Very strong leg. And Super Bowl 24. About to get underway. I said earlier, John Madden and I have been here 10 days, and we're about as psyched up as anybody.
Dan Reeves was saying, I just can't wait to get this thing started. I think everyone feels that way.
Line drive, kickoff handle at the goal line by Bell. To about the 23, tripped up by Steve Hendrickson. 49ers will take over. I beg your pardon, the Broncos will start it. John Elway, the quarterback of whom John Madden was just speaking, 2-0 against the 49ers. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23. Orson Mobley will be starting at tight end instead of Clarence Kay. Steve Sewell split wide to the left. That's a new wrinkle. Bobby Humphrey is the lone setback. No way to throw it. And underthrew it. Intended for Mark Jackson. Brings up 3rd and 10. Sewell in the shotgun formation with Elway. Pocket, and he was taken down by Pierce Hope. And the Broncos fail on their first possession, and they'll have to punt.
I think those were the things the 49ers wanted to do. Good defense the first time they get in the shotgun. Not only put pressure on Elway, but keep him contained.
Moran, left-footed punter, high to John Taylor. Fair catch. About the 34-yard line, the 49ers will take over from there. A scuffle broke out on the other side of the field. 50-yard kick. Here comes Joe Montana. And has he been spectacular of late? Almost perfection. In front of him, an offensive line of Bubba Paris, McIntyre, Capolo, Bruce Colley, Harris Barton. The tight end is Brent Jones. The formidable backfield of Roger Craig and Tom Rathman, and the two magnificent wide receivers, Rice and Taylor. Rice on the move. Fake to Craig. Montana overthrows Brent Jones. Atwater made the contact. Here's the defense for Denver. Carricker, Cragen, and Holmes up front. The linebackers Brooks, Dennison, Mecklenburg, and Fletcher. And a tough secondary, particularly the safeties of Atwater and Smith, with Braxton and Henderson, the cornerbacks. And when they need 6, it's Robbins and Corrington. Rathman is out and Terrence Flagler is in. That's Flagler in motion. To Craig. Roger Craig to midfield. Knocked out of bounds by Wyman Henderson. Rice with a good block.
The other guy.
This will be a good test right here for the Denver secondary. 4 wide receivers for the 49ers. Screen pass, Craig. Stopped by Atwater, but it should be close to a first down. A pickup of 9, it is. That makes it 3rd and 4. Defensive backs in the game for Denver. Rice started in motion. Montana has to come out of it. And slides for another 49er first down at about the 22-yard line. A pickup of 10.
You know, anytime you give a quarterback a lane to run in for a first down, he has to take it. Watch this lane. We stop it right there. You see the big hole there. Look at this hole, the lane here. Now Montana knows if he can get to here, he has the first down. That's what happens when your pass rushers get out of their pass rush lane.
First and 10 at the 22. No score yet. Ball play to Craig to the 20.
So they figure that rather than passing in this zone, they think they can have more success running.
2nd and 8. Typical 49er drive. Montana looks for Rathman, hits Rice. Rice scores for San Francisco. Didn't take long.
Another one of those Joe Montana drives. Jerry Rice, the big play. And the thing, Denver did the thing they said they couldn't do. When they catch the ball, you got to tackle them. They didn't.
And one of their best tacklers is the one who hit Rice and bounced off. Atwater. Over for the extra point. Melvin holding. The 49ers take the early lead after a 10-play drive. San Francisco 7, Denver nothing.